got time today to talk about this movie, Highest to Lowest. And let me just say this off the rip. This movie was 2 hours and 7 minutes long. 2 hours? And honestly, this could have been done in an hour and 30 period. Now, let me start with what actually hit in this movie, okay? Now, that scene between King David and his son Trey. Woo child, that was classic Denzel. He had to check his boy and remind him, and I mean remind him real quick, you're not the man in this house. I am. And the way he said it, sharp, raw. That was one of the best moments in the whole movie. Then you got the ransom exchange. I'ma give credit where it's due. That was smart. The kidnappers had the plan tight. Bag handoffs, multiple switches, kept you guessing. Now that was well thought out. And listen, that studio face-off between King David and Little Felon, aka A$AP Rocky? Yeah, that scene worked also. The acting was on point, the dialogue was solid, and you actually felt both sides. That was a highlight. Now, let's move into the stuff that had me watching but also questioning. The twist. Come to find out, it wasn't even King David's son who got kidnapped. It was the driver's son. Okay, cool. But then the moral dilemma kicks in. Do you spend 17.5 on somebody else you call family but ain't your blood? Or do you hold on to that money to buy back your company the same day? Now, that is heavy. And the fact it took his own son to point out his priorities, that does say a lot. Now, at one point in the movie, I swore up and down the driver was in on this ransom. They kept alluding to his criminal past, but never told us what he actually did. The suspense with no real payoff. And another thing, how did King David and the driver even get that close? These men were raising their kids together like brothers, living in the same house. But we never got the backstory. That's a hole in the story right there. Now, let me go ahead and touch on the wife real quick. Early on, she told him straight up, sometimes you gotta pivot. Buying back the company doesn't mean you're gonna be back on top, love. He brushed her off, but after everything went down, guess what? He had to take that advice. The game had changed, and he finally saw it. He sold, stepped back, and started something smaller and boutique. Now, that was a good message about knowing when to let go. Now, let's get into Little Felon. The reveal that A$AP Rocky's character was behind this kidnapping. Okay, cool. But y'all, that scene with the boy duct taped in the tub, I hollered. I know I wasn't supposed to laugh, but baby, listen here, I keyed too damn hard. But here's the bigger thing. Little Felon's character, he is a reflection of this generation. Entitled, clout chasing, thinking your grind is supposed to be their meal ticket. Even locked up with 25 years. He's still talking about a billion streams, but never once mentioned actual money. And that's the problem. See, my generation, We the last of the Mohicans, and I stand 10 toes down on that. We stood on morals, principles. Our word is our bond. We weren't out here broadcasting our dirt out here for likes and attention. You feel me? But now it's likes, streams, and validation, and no bread. That disconnect came through heavy in his character. But let's talk about what didn't work in this movie. This movie was just too damn long. It dragged for almost an hour before anything even popped off. It lacked action. It lacked a bigger twist I thought we were building up to. And for this to be a Denzel and Spike Lee collaboration, this was not, and I repeat, this was not their best work. Not even close. All in all, it was an okay movie. It had its moments, it had some strong scenes, but it just dragged on too long. And it just didn't hit like I wanted it to hit. Now, would I watch it again? No. But hey, that's just me. You might feel different, and that's cool. For me, though, this wasn't it. And that's my time for today. Now, you make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me what you think. Did you like it? Did you check out Like Me? Or debate me in the comments, because I'm ready.